All right, so we're on the way to check out a 9-unit sort of complex multifamily villa thing. Really dope. It's in one of my favorite areas of St. Petersburg, Florida. So let's check it out. So my realtor's calling about the 9-unit that we went and saw. I think that the offer is accepted, but I'm gonna have to get back to it. I spoke to my lender earlier, some numbers we still need to crunch. So before we accept this offer and start paying for inspections, appraisals, deposit is 25 grand on this. I wanna make sure that the numbers work and we'll make a final decision.
So we closed the gap, sellers agree.
All right, cool. So I spoke to my lender today. I don't know if you're aware, but they literally hiked interest rates this morning. Shouldn't change much. It's just gonna be tight. I'm just giving you a heads up now. So during this due diligence period, we're really gonna be going through just their financials and all that with a fine tooth comb.
Okay.
If I'm normally 100% excited, I'm 70% excited. I don't want you to get too excited is my point.
I don't, I'm not. I'll get excited when we're at the closing tables financial.
All right, good. So you know, because it's definitely super tight. I'm still gonna cash flow on this deal, so that's why I like it and I love the location, all the stuff we talked about. But essentially, because the tax assessment is not until November, basically it's gonna put more work on us to stabilize this thing at an amount that makes sense for when the taxes go up in November. But that's good that they accepted it, so we're cool for now. But I just wanted to give you that heads up.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, so you guys saw the 9-unit on 30th Ave here in St. Petersburg, Florida. I gotta tell you, this property is literally the epitome of why I moved from New Jersey down here to St. Petersburg, Florida. I believe in this market, and those are the kind of properties that we wanna buy. But we did decide not to move forward with this property, and here's why. Number one, with the current market conditions, they were asking a bit more than we wanted to pay for the property. We typically like to stay under the 1% rule, which means annual gross rents are at least 1% of the asking price, or the purchase price, better yet, right? So they're asking 1.795 million, but their rent roll right now is under $15,000, which would mean we would need to get it at $1.495 thousand. That's 1%. We're looking at, we can raise rents, we can make this property better. Where can we max out at? And I think this year we still would be a little under $16,000 a year, which would mean we would need to get the property for 1.6 million. And they weren't really trying to come down to that price. We actually agreed upon, as per the conversation you guys saw early in the video, we finally agreed upon a purchase price of $1.675 million. But like I said, with the current market condition and where the market is trending, I think that they need to do better than that, because the property has been on the market for a while and we're the second buyer they've been engaged with that did not move forward with the property. Number three, and probably most important, is that the taxes on that property are only $8,000 right now. So the owners are paying $8,000 a year of taxes, whereas after we buy it and there's a new tax assessment, we would have to pay $28,000 in taxes, which completely changes how much we're able to net at the end of the year. And last but not least is financing. We were able to secure financing, and honestly at a reasonable amount, but with interest rate hike, we would be paying too much for the debt that we would need to take on to acquire this property, which would give us a higher mortgage and we would net less per month. So on this property, we were looking at maybe netting $6,000, even $7,000 a month, whereas with the financing we were able to receive during this time, we'd only be making roughly $4,000 a month. But for a property that costs over $1.5 million, I think we can do a little better than that from a cash flow perspective. So we're gonna keep looking, stay tuned, follow the journey for when we finally do find the perfect properties here in St. Petersburg, Florida. But in the meantime, we did not move forward with this. And thank you guys for tuning in, watching the journey, watch how we underwrite, tapping into our mindset, how we decide what to buy and what not to buy. And of course, I'll see you on the next property. Peace.